know. I just love this love story. It's certainly different from other love stories, but it's very, very good. I ship Adam and Mercy so hard at this point. So, book 12, the last book out for now. I have a real hard time making decisions like which book was my favorite because I liked and disliked all of them at different points for different reasons. This is a thing I've actually been thinking about a lot, which is how we rate books, because I've started getting more into Goodreads, and when I'm rating books, hey, I love this book, a 5-star. I've read it over and over. It's one of my favorite books. But is it a 5-star book? No. If I'm just talking about the objective quality of it, then no, it wasn't that good. But in my heart, I love it 5 stars. So I want to give it 5 stars. Because there's 2 ways that we connect with books. I think there's like the technical storytelling stuff, which is, did the plot work? Did the characters work? And then there's the other side of it, which is, did the storytelling work in my heart? And so many of these books, even though I can complain about the technical stuff over and over, they worked in my heart. But I think this one, number 12, might have worked the best. Not that that's my favorite, but it is a book that hooked me from the beginning to the end, and I keep thinking about. It has stuck with me probably more than any of the other books. And maybe that's just because it's the one I've read last, and now I have more time to think on it, but still. What makes this book a little different is the caliber of the angst involved. Adam and Mercy have been a couple for many books now, and the relationship angst has been pretty low. Like, they've had a few fights, but they've mostly amounted to, I don't like it when you get hurt and almost die. And like, fair. But I knew that this book was going to be kind of special from the beginning when it opens and Mercy is worried about her and Adam's relationship. I thought that was super interesting, that I kept expecting the angst to break out between them because of Adam's overprotectiveness, but then it turns out not exactly. So, what was this angst centered around? Well, at first I was scared that it was just going to be in reference to the last book where Adam was mind-controlled for a little bit and he almost killed Mercy because he was ordered to do so, and then he ended up not. And I was thinking, wouldn't it be so lame if the angst was just, I got mind-controlled and almost killed you, because like, that's not a real problem. That's probably never gonna happen again. But in the end, it turned out that Adam got cursed to amplify his own self-esteem issues and think he was a monster. And this felt like such good, juicy drama. And this is something I've also been pondering on a little bit. What makes good drama? Because I love me some angst, but also I get so annoyed, especially with like TV, where I feel like the angst is just going in circles and the drama just turns into terrible melodrama and it doesn't even matter. And I've been thinking, what makes good drama in storytelling? And I think it needs a few criteria. 1, it's built on things that make up the characters and their actions. That it isn't just randomly happening to the characters, it's kind of caused by who they are and what they are choosing to do. And that's all consistent with their characters. 2, the drama shouldn't drag on forever, because that's just annoying. The drama should serve its purpose in the narrative and then get out. And the 3rd thing is how it gets out. It has to resolve in a way that changes the characters. If the characters aren't changed because of the drama is empty. And this beautiful relationship drama between Adam and Mercy in this book does it all. That at the end, once they've broken the curse, it's not just everything reverts back to normal. Mercy has learned to be a little bit more assertive in their relationship, and Adam is still suffering the psychological effects of believing all this. He still kind of thinks he's a monster. It's a thing he's going to have to continue to work through, but the main drama is over. So it both satisfies the didn't drag on forever, but still changed the characters. It had a resolution. It had a shift at the end. And oh my, can we talk about that beautiful resolution? I absolutely loved the scene. I just want to read it over and over. Let me set the stage for you here. Adam is feeling so bad about himself and him being a monster, etc., that he is about to kill himself. And Mercy has just moments to say something to him that will convince him to stop. And of course, me as the reader, I was expecting her to say something like, "No, Adam, I love you. Don't go. Don't leave me." That is, those are the kind of things that you would expect her to say in these situations. But what she actually ended up saying is so much better because it is so Mercy. Adam had already made up his mind that Mercy didn't love him anymore, that he was a monster, and her saying, "I love you, you're not a monster," wouldn't really help the situation much because he's already expected those arguments. So the argument that Mercy actually made him stop and think. And it was just such a wonderful speech. Let me perform it for you. You are mine. I can't stop you from using that gun. But you know what? It doesn't matter if you live or die. You are still mine. Alpha werewolf, nightmare creature, I don't care. But don't you forget who I am. You gave yourself to me and now you can't get away. You die and I will drag your butt back from the afterlife kicking and screaming. But let me tell you, mister, if you are dead, you'll just have to watch us get hurt. Because you'll be dead and helpless and I won't let you go. And every single day, I will say, I told you that you would regret pulling that trigger. I told you so. And you feel in this moment, she is willing to manipulate his ghost, which she does have the power to do, and haunt him. I adored that this is so Mercy with this wonderful threat and still convey her love to him, even as she is shouting at him, angry and threatening him. If Adam had died in this scene, that would have been so incredibly tragic, and I'm glad he's still around, but now having to deal with psychological horrors. How fun! So there were also other plots in this book about like Rumpelstiltskin, and there were like wolves invading their territory, and they were like okay plots, but they definitely were the stars of the show. Another star of the show, I guess co-star, was Wolf, who came back around, still crazy, still maybe an ally, still maybe super dangerous, and I am excited where he goes. When is the next book coming out, pretty please?